What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Whoa, I noticed something at the gym lately, and I just wanted to talk about it. See if you're noticing the same thing and talk about why it might be happening. But this actually, perfect for this video, this is ambrosia nectar. This is basically the greens killer. People take greens for basically these benefits they're supposed to get, but a lot of times they just don't deliver. Ambrosia nectar is the greatest organ health and overall health supplement ever created, with ingredients that'll help your liver, your kidneys, your heart. Just a beautiful, supportive product. Tastes delicious. Ambrosia nectar at tigerfitness.com. So let's talk about what I've been seeing. Some really jacked guys at old gyms. Like, I'll travel and go to like Lifetime Fitness. I went to one by my brother's house in Texas, and dudes were jacked out of their mind. Like, you will always have that guy in any gym. Go to any gym across the country. There's a guy who you know is on the sauce, man. Dude is jacked out of his mind. More power to him. But one thing I've been noticing, I don't know if maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if maybe it just wasn't as drastic. Maybe I wasn't training around as many competitive bodybuilders. But I've noticed that when the competition season's over. Now, for me, I look the same. I weigh more down when I compete, and I still have shredded glutes. Like, I'm 220 pounds right now, and obviously I'm not Phil Heath, right? But I still look I'm about 5 pounds of weight loss away from being in New York pro condition. I don't change much. I've literally seen guys who, whether it's numerically true or not, when they're not competing, will lose like 20 pounds of muscle. And I know it's probably not muscle. It's probably intramuscular glycogen. It's probably a bunch of different things. Maybe they're eating less. They're not as full. But I've seen dudes who look like different people when they're not on cycle. Like, right, I don't remember seeing that a lot back in the day. Like, Lee Priest in the offseason was big and fat, but he stayed big. I'm talking, not only do they get smaller, but they're not like fat, right? It seems like they're just getting softer. So what I'm asking is, how much stuff are people taking today? Because I know even in 2013, when I experimented during my contest cycle, didn't experiment, I did a steroid cycle, right? Like, let's be honest. But like, nothing really changed drastically because I was in the middle of a prep. So I wasn't bulking, and I still got on stage. When I got my NABA Pro card, I weighed in at 199 pounds. And I lied. On the internet, I told people I weighed around 220. I weighed in at 199 pounds. I weighed in at Masters USA at 211. Okay. I had all my clothes on and a hoodie. Okay. And shoes. I weighed in without any clothes on with my posing trunks, I believe at like 208 for the New York Pro, 208, 209. So I was right around that 212 range. But dude, these cats gain so much size. They go from being like, holy shit, what's going on? To like, oh, that guy's in great shape. And it's like profound. I'm talking like huge versus not average, but just normal-ish. And we got to look at why that's happening. And the fact of the matter is, steroids really work. And they're on such a huge dose that when they come off, they lose that nutrient partitioning. They stop eating as much food. And for some reason, I would imagine if I just juiced up and I ate as much food as possible, I would imagine I'd gain some fat, maybe not a lot, but it seems like their veins are coming out, like there's some great genetics going on there. But I have noticed this a lot lately. A lot. I mean, you noticed it back in the day, like Kevin Levrone would literally he trained for like 12 weeks a year for the Olympia, and that was all he did. Other than that, he didn't train at all. At all, he didn't train. Right? Branch Warren still looked beastly in the offseason. Obviously, all these guys looked real. Ronnie got enormous. And you know they came off for a period. Ronnie used to come off after the Olympia, go on like cruises and stuff and just kind of relax, let his body recover a little bit. But dude, I've just seen this a lot lately. And that's how you can tell people are on a lot of stuff. a lot of stuff, but that also gives me the Cali muscle effect, right? Like when Cali Muscle stopped taking steroids, he went from 260 to like 210 real quick. Now the dude's like $170, but obviously he's just eating like apples now or whatever. But that's when you know that someone's on a huge amount of drugs. When sometimes they're big and jacked and sometimes they're not. That's why you look at Mike O'Hearn. Is he natural? Dude, I'm not going to play that game, but if he is on stuff, there's no way he's on a ton of it, because if he's on as much as it would take to look that good without amazing genetics, he'd be dead or he'd have yellow skin, right? And he looks the same as he did when I saw him at 15 years old at Gold's Gym. Like, the dude has not changed. So if he is on drugs, it's not a lot. Me, 1 minute people are saying I'm on a ton of shit. The next minute people are saying I don't look like I lift. The next minute people are saying I look like I'm 75 years old. I'm getting mixed messages of what y'all think of me. But like, I know that even on TRT, like nothing really changes. Like nothing's drastic. You know, I can't like gain and lose. It's like if I overeat, I'll be like, yeah, I got up to 225. And then like one day I'll be on the road for business and I'll miss a meal and I'm back down to 219. And then I'll undereat and I'll get down to like 216. And then the next day I'll have some dessert. My body just likes to be where it's at. But these cats, man, they're on a lot of shit. What do you think, guys? What is causing these people to get big and then get small? Are they coming completely off? Maybe it's that. Maybe they're off of everything. They're not even doing TRT when they're off. They're not blasting and cruising. They're just blasting and coming off. Is that good? Is it bad? Is it bad? Maybe, maybe they just take so much stuff that they get to the point when afterwards their body is so toxic. That's the thing, guys. Taking a lot of steroids isn't good for your health. I'd hate to break it to you. It's not good for your health. So if you're taking a ton of steroids and you're getting to the point where your body is toxic and you come off of them, does that exacerbate? Does that make matters worse for how much muscle you lose versus how much you retain? I don't know. A lot of options. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Whether you're on steroids or not, Nectar is the perfect supplement. Start every day with it. Put it in your morning water. Drink it down with some electrolytes. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, this is the product. It is the goods. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Marc Lobliner. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, click on notification number. That's not a game. The outright bar was created for my kids. My kids need a snack to eat during soccer tournaments, and also I wanted a bar for myself to eat pre-workout, post-workout, and also throughout the day. You want your outright bars right now. That's why we have a partnership going with the Vitamin Shop to make sure that we're in all 750 plus locations, providing the best price, the best service, the best people to give you the outright bar when and where you need it.